You're listening in on a flight test to measure how quiet the new Boeing 787 Dreamliner is during final approach to the runway. It is a sound years in the making. You see, when Boeing began designing this all-new jetliner, a small group of engineers focused specifically on the airplane's noise levels, with one goal in mind.
We were trying to make the 787 airplane come out the quietest airplane of its size and capability.
So they looked for ways to make the airplane quieter from tip to tail. The thrust of the improvement comes from a new generation of engines made by Rolls-Royce and General Electric. Both have a very high bypass ratio, which allows more air to go through the engine, while the blade spins slower and thus quieter. To further reduce noise, the engines are wrapped with advanced linings and other acoustic improvements. And as it turns out, the 787's lightweight composite fuselage and more aerodynamic wing don't just help the airplane fly more efficiently, it also affects what people hear on the ground.
If you climb higher on the same amount of energy and fuel, you've gotten further away from ears and microphones.
To validate the design, Boeing brought the 787 to a secluded airfield in Montana, where ultra-sensitive microphones were embedded along the runway. The test pilots then performed multiple takeoffs and approaches, going through every possible engine thrust setting. And for each test, they had to fly a precise path at a particular speed.
For the approaches, you'll come in, you'll pitch the airplane over, you have to pitch over to a certain location, and then the pilot's responsibility at that point is just to hold airspeed as constant as possible. Any deviations in airspeed up to, say, maybe 5 knots, 4 to 5 knots, could affect the signature of the airplane as it goes through the air.
We have to publish numbers to the 1/10 of a decibel, which is, a human ear can't hear the difference.
Early data show the 787's noise footprint will be as much as 60% smaller than today's comparable airplanes. A big step not only for Boeing, but for the aviation industry.
We have gone to great strides to try to reduce the noise signature of the airplanes, to be better stewards of the environment, better stewards of the community.
We can't expect to grow the number of airplanes higher and higher and higher unless their environmental impact is minimized.